Hey there, we all have goals, right? Things we want, people we want to become. But, the way we go after those goals, well, that changes everything. Today, we're going to break down a really powerful idea, the huge difference between following your path and just chasing a prize.
You know this feeling. I bet you do. You're putting in all the work. You're hustling, you're grinding, and somehow the finish line just keeps moving further away. It feels like you're running on a hamster wheel, right? You're getting totally exhausted, but you're not actually getting anywhere. It is so frustrating. And honestly, it's something almost all of us experience.
So, what is going on here? What is this dynamic? Well, we call it the art of chasing, and it's pretty much the root cause of why our best efforts can feel like they're totally backfiring. Okay, let's just define what we're talking about. Look at those words: frantic, desperate. Chasing isn't calm, it's not strategic, it's a scramble. And it comes from this deep down feeling of lack, this belief that you don't have something and you need to grab it right now. It's a real grasping kind of energy. Now, you can see how all these things are connected. It all starts with that scarcity mindset, this idea that there's not enough to go around. That makes you look outside yourself for validation. You need other people to say you're doing okay. And of course, that whole process just feels anxious and completely forced. But here's the kicker. That energy is actually repulsive. It literally pushes away the very opportunities you're trying so hard to attract. And wow, this quote just nails it. Just picture that for a second. Someone sprinting as hard as they can, sweating, totally out of breath, but they haven't moved forward a single inch. That, right there, is the very essence of chasing. It's all effort with zero progress. It's the illusion of moving forward without any of the actual momentum. So, if chasing is the problem, what's the answer? Well, thankfully, there's a completely different way to approach things, and it's what we call the power of following. Just notice the complete shift in the language here. We've gone from frantic and desperate to words like alignment and inner knowing. See, following isn't about desperately grabbing for something outside of you. It's about being guided by what's already inside of you, your purpose, your gut feeling, and a deep trust that you're on the right track. And look at the ripple effect this has. Following comes from a place of abundance, this core belief that what's meant for you is already on its way. Because it comes from your own internal alignment, it just feels calm and confident. And that kind of energy, it's not repulsive at all. It's magnetic. It's attractive. It actually pulls people and opportunities towards you. Okay, so we've defined both sides of the coin. Now for what I think is the real turning point here. Let's put these two mindsets head-to-head in a direct showdown so you can really see just how different they are.
This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? Let's go row by row. Your mindset. Chasing screams, there isn't enough, while following calmly trusts what is for me will come. How about the energy? Anxious and forced versus calm and magnetic. And the source of your drive? Chasing is all about getting approval from the outside, while following is fueled by your passion on the inside. The outcomes? Well, they couldn't be more opposite. Chasing leads straight to burnout and pushes good things away. Following leads to fulfillment and pulls them in. So really, the whole thing boils down to one question. Are you operating from a place of fear or from a place of trust?
This isn't just some abstract theory. This has real tangible consequences in our lives. So let's look at how this actually plays out day to day and why making this shift is so incredibly important. Think about your career for a second. The chasing approach is sending out hundreds of generic resumes, just hoping, begging that someone will give you a shot. Following, on the other hand, is about focusing on getting so good at what you do, so aligned with your work, that the right opportunities and the right people actually start to find you. You become a magnet for the job you're meant to have. And oh man, this is a big one in relationships too. Chasing is trying to be the person you think somebody else wants. It's a constant performance for their approval. Following is just showing up as you are, authentically. You're not trying to convince anyone to like you, you're just being yourself, and you let real, genuine connections form from that place. And for any of you creative people out there, this is everything. Chasing creativity is that feeling of staring at a blank page, trying to force an idea out, and it just leads to frustration and writer's block. Following is about creating the right space and trusting the process so that inspiration can flow through you. The work becomes less of a painful struggle and more of an exciting discovery. So, we've walked through the problem of chasing and the incredible power of following. The path forward from here really comes down to a single, simple question. I want you to really think about this. Look at your goals, your job, your relationships. Where in your life are you just sprinting on that treadmill, burning all that energy and getting nowhere? And where could you just take a deep breath, trust that inner compass, and start to follow the path that's truly meant for you? The choice, and all the power that comes with it, is yours.